It says, for all peoples. Now, when you start off a sentence with for, it's trying to say, this is the reason. All this stuff you just read, especially this part about each one sitting under the vine and nobody making them afraid, this is why. It says, because or for all the peoples walk, each one in the name of his mighty one, but we walk in the name of Yahweh or Elohim forever and ever. That's a very strange thing. Each one's going to walk in the name of their mighty one, and that's going to not make us afraid, and it's okay, and what, are there other gods being talked about here? But we're going to walk in the name of Yahweh, our Elohim, forever and ever. Interesting. What is that all about? In that future, he talks about, in parables, Yeshua does, how you may be given a city or two or three. Do you ever wonder what you're going to do in the Millennium and Kingdom? Well, first of all, you should have an expectancy that if you are in the first resurrection, or if you're alive, that you are going to get changed. And you're going to be transformed from corruptible into incorruptible. Which means that you are going to be, as John refers in 1 John, that we don't know what he's like, but we know that when we see him, we'll be like him. And so we're going to be changed into like him, whatever that is. It's like the amoeba being turned into a human being. We're going to be from a human being turned into an Elohim type being. Incorruptible. The genus, or whatever word you call, the category of beings that we would call Elohim right now has two beings in it. It's going to have a lot more. Okay? And so here he tells us that people are going to walk each one in the name of one of you, while we are walking in the name of Yahweh. In other words, it's the hierarchy. Like the people saying, I am of Paul, I am of Apollos. And Paul's like, and I'm of Yeshua, and Yeshua's like, I'm of the Father. And there's heads of thousands and heads of hundreds. We see the divisions. And so you knew who your head was, whichever group you were in. Or you knew what tribe you were in, and then you were under that particular authority. And so this is an incredible, powerful verse. The reason people are not going to be afraid, the reason all of this plays out, is that there are going to be those that are mighty ones that are not pagan, that are in the proper structure, that are going to have authority to keep everybody safe. As they're doing what? As they're walking in his paths, and the word is going forth from Zion, and the Torah from Zion and the word from Jerusalem, and people are learning and studying under their fig tree, safely learning how to do this correctly. They're going to have you, hopefully, right? You, that's our expectancy, there to keep them safe and help them and instruct them. What a great future that is. Because if you ever read that verse, you have to think, that's a very strange verse to say each one is walking in the name of his mighty one. That sounds like, according to Torah, that is a bad thing. But yet he just told you that's the reason the good things are happening. So how does that make any sense? You need more of the pieces of this puzzle. Like that we are going to be changed. And that we're going to be changed from the corruptible to incorruptible. And that we are going to be part of that family. And so if you have all of those pieces, that's why the Millennium and Kingdom teaching helps you to piece that together. That's a really, really powerful thing.